Hi there, music fans. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'll be talking about another album celebrating an anniversary. This one being Around the World in a Day. It came out in April of 1985, so 39 years ago. This was the follow-up to Prince's massively successful Purple Rain album. The album came out literally 2 weeks after the Purple Rain tour ended. Very little promotion for this album by Prince's request, actually. And the first single, Raspberry Beret, came out literally after a month that the album was available to purchase in stores, which is unheard of. Usually you hear the singles prior to the album coming out. Very little hoopla. This is a very psychedelic album. I took it as Prince's magical mystery tour album. Very Beatlesque in my opinion. Listening to it now, you can hear this is Prince's kind of fighting back, which he would always do in his career. He'd always fight back with, what is success and what it meant, and the illusion of it, and life at the top is just a dream. He's mentioned in one of his songs, and he kind of does it here again. He says at one point in Pop Life, like not everybody can be on top. He says that with a sneer, but then in the next part of the song, he kind of goes, "Life ain't that funky unless it's got that pop." Um, the album opens up with "Around the World in a Day" with these Eastern flutes, and he opens up the song with "Open your heart, open your mind. Train is leaving all day, and laughter is all you pay." And then there's the second song, "Paisley Park," which is his record label. Admission is easy. Just say you believe. Very, very trippy. But I think this was Prince, creating his own world to fight off I think his disillusionment with success and what it was bringing to him wasn't fulfilling him. What was fulfilling him was making music. And a lot of time he always had that struggle of whether he is the massively successful stadium filler or he's the biggest cult artist of our generation. And that fight would continue out throughout his career. But I think this is where it kind of started on record. This is in no way, shape, or form Purple Rain Part 2. Everything you liked about Purple Rain is removed. Less raunch, more sweet and uplifting, a little less catchy choruses. There are a few great on here. I think Raspberry Beret is one of the greatest songs he's ever done. Pop Life is fantastic. You know, Paisley Park is catchy. I like America. It's a very interesting song about a girl, living in the States in this crazy time during the Reagan era, and you know, always saying like she may not be in the black, but she's happy she ain't in the red. Very interesting song. It's kind of patriotic, but he kind of pokes fun of the craziness of America. So there's this disillusionment yet euphoric state that Prince is going on in this album. Very trippy, very interesting. I've always loved this album. Always been a favorite of mine. I love the title track. Paisley Park. Condition of the Heart is a great ballad. Raspberry Beret. Everybody knows that song. Tambourine is very interesting. America is probably the most rockiest song he's done on this album. Pop Life is an underrated gem in my opinion. The Ladder is a great song, and Temptation is interesting. It's over 8 minutes long. Very different. Like I said, this is Prince kind of looking at it now, him fighting the disillusionment of success. And like I said, very little fanfare upon the release of this. And during that time when it originally came out, it was considered a disappointment compared to Purple Rain. This I think sold only 3 million copies as opposed to the 9 million of Purple Rain. So sales wise, it didn't match it, but over time it has grown in appreciation, and I know I've always enjoyed it. I go back to it from time to time. It's one of the trippiest albums Prince has ever done. It's the funk version of Magical Mystery Tour. Those are the words I'd be looking for. And if you're looking for something else to listen to, if you're always going back to 1999, Purple Rain, Diamonds and Pearls, those are the biggest hits albums of his career. This is one you should check out. It's very different. very trippy, very psychedelic, but it's a very, very engaging listen. And I highly recommend this album. It came out 39 years ago this month. It still sounds great to me. You let me know what you think. I'll post a song down below. Share your thoughts with us. We'd love to hear from you. This is Steven with my take on the 39th anniversary of Prince's Around the World in a Day.